Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. We are back in American Truck Simulator to finish out our Cruising Nebraska event. That is right, we've only got one more city left to deliver either to or from. And if you watched my last Cruising Nebraska video, which, I'm going to go ahead, get the truck started. We've already got our load picked out and everything. I'm going to go ahead and get the truck started and then I'll explain. So if you watched the last Cruising Nebraska event, you would see that I discovered the final city in... Whoa, buddy, chill. Jeez. Just almost turned right into me. That would have been a fun start to the video. We had discovered the final city in Nebraska, but we only had 11 out of the 12 cities for the event. So I said, oh, well, it's a good thing that I do YouTube, because that means I can just go back to the videos that I had uploaded and figure it out. And I did figure it out. I discovered that there was one load that I took from, here, let me show you the map. There was one load that I took from Norfolk to McCook, which meant I came through Columbus and down this way, through Columbus and then down this way. And that means I drove through Columbus, thus discovering it without actually doing a delivery either to or from there. So this is the final city. And so I teleported here, I found a load, and we are just going to be doing a short one from Columbus to Omaha just to close out our Cruising Nebraska event. So that is what we've got going on right now. And I am pretty excited. It'll be fun to have this event done. I have to say, I'm very happy that I decided to get into trying to upload to YouTube more often, because all of the previous World of Trucks events I hadn't actually completed because I just didn't really care to, I just decided to do other stuff because it didn't really matter or whatever. Whereas because I was wanting to record it for YouTube, it kind of helped keep me in check, I guess I should say. So very thankful that I did that, and that we're actually going to get this event done, or at least I hope we will. I guess we're going to find out if I actually was correct in my guess. Oh, I just killed it. I guess we're going to find out if I actually was correct in my guess that this is the last city. And I killed it again. Come on. Come on, Drew. You can do it. There we go. And obviously, with me stalling twice, if you are new to the channel, you wouldn't have heard this yet. If you're not new to the channel, then you've already heard me say this a million times. But I am learning manual, so I'm still going to struggle a little bit, still going to stall, still going to miss some shifts, still going to be telling a story or something and then interrupt the story to say that I messed up or whatever, and then forget what I was talking about. So just be prepared for that, I guess. And it looks like we got quite a bit of traffic here, so I'm going to hang out, and I'll catch up with you guys here in just a minute. Now we're actually making our right turn, and we are finally going to be clear of the traffic. So that is nice. And as you can see, looking in the mirror, if you've, again, watched the last few videos, we have been doing some flatbed loads. We have now replaced our flatbed and just T-boned somebody because they pulled out right in front of us. So that's sick. Don't know what they were thinking, but they just got demolished. Well, that is pretty crazy. I can't believe that before we even pick up our load, we've already crashed into somebody. I also can't believe that they actually pulled out in front of me. There's been a bunch of times where they've been on a side street like that, and it's looked like they were going to pull out in front of me, and then they stopped at the last second. And I guess that's kind of what I was expecting them to do, and they did not stop. They just kept going, and, well, that's, if this were real life, that would certainly be the end of my day, and that would certainly be the end of their driving day, that's for sure. That car would have been demolished. Honestly, with where I hit them, probably would have sent them to the hospital at the very least. So I'm glad this isn't real life, but Yeah, definitely a crazy way to start this video is to T-bone somebody. And again, before we even get a load picked up. But anyways, what I was saying is that we have been doing deliveries with flatbeds. Now we're doing a delivery with a reefer. And it feels kind of good to have a reefer trailer again, I gotta say. Especially this truck. I mean, this truck I feel like looks good with any trailer, but I feel like it especially looks good with a reefer trailer on it. Alright, and we are getting closer to our pickup spot, so I will just go ahead and catch you guys there. Alright, we have arrived at the facility that we're picking up from. This place is pretty huge. A very big facility. The entry, like, security checkpoint is... Gosh, how far away are we still? We're probably still more than a mile away. Oh, it's not going to actually tell me because I got to go through the security check first. Let's see. Will it tell me how far away I am? Yeah, we're still more than a mile away. That's pretty crazy. We're pulling up to our loading area. And it looks like it's a pretty simple loading spot, so we're just going to go ahead and make a quick U-turn. And then get backed up to the loading door. Alright, that's a pretty good setup, I think. Maybe not quite as good as I thought, but I should still be able to get it in one go, I hope. But as I talked about in one of my previous videos, I always like to make things more difficult than they need to be. And I think I did make this more difficult than it needed to be. And I might need to do a pull-up. But I guess we'll see in just a second here. I might just have to pull up, like, up and to the right a little bit. Let's see, where's the cone? I don't see the cone anywhere. Maybe I did worse than I thought. Alright, hang on. Let's get out and take a look here. Oh, I'm like in the cone. Okay, we're just going to do a quick pull up then. And then basically just go straight back. Alright, that should do it. Perfect. Alright, so we'll get the parking brakes set, get the truck turned off, and we'll get loaded up. We are all loaded up, and we have got pelleted animal food, and we're going from here in Columbus over to Omaha. The total trip is 105 miles, so it's just long enough to count for the World of Trucks Cruising Nebraska event. And again, this should be the last one, and should give us that 12 out of 12, but I guess if it doesn't, well then, you guys basically got an extra video of Nebraska that wasn't necessary, but I mean, so be it. I guess we're going to find out very shortly. Either way, let's go ahead and get on out of here and get on to the road. Alright, and we have made it out from the prefab here, and we're ready to get on the road. So I gotta watch myself here at this intersection. Obviously I cut it from the video before, but I was trying to cross this intersection, and all of a sudden a car appeared out of nowhere, like right down the street that way. and I almost got T-boned. So would have been quite the start to the video if I had gotten T-boned or T-boned somebody else and then immediately gotten T-boned by an AI that appeared out of thin air. I would certainly feel like the AI is after me in this one. But thankfully it ended up that one, I saw the vehicle in time, and then two, they actually ended up turning anyway. But it was kind of funny that they just appeared out of thin air. So I guess I can actually add that clip in, so you guys technically will have just seen it now when I talked about it. But you didn't see it live. That was more so what I was meaning. So either way, definitely a very interesting start to this video. And hopefully the rest of the video goes a little smoother and the AI doesn't try to kill itself or kill me for any more of this trip here. So yeah, we'll be hoping for that. And oh man, I forgot to split again. That's probably the thing that I'm definitely doing the worst at, is forgetting to split back down when I come to a stop. And there goes the AI again. Didn't have the right of way, and yet they still decided they were gonna go. So apparently it did not end there. Although that time I don't think either of us would have died, but you know, still definitely could have been an accident and wouldn't have been very fun. So I'm glad that I was actually able to avoid that one instead of crashing into them like I did the first one. And again, this is a pretty short trip, so I've got a feeling here we're probably going to get up into 8 high, get up to the speed limit of, I mean, obviously the speed limit says 70, and since this is an external contract, we can only go 65. But I got a feeling we're probably going to get up to 65, and then we're basically going to be in Omaha, and the trip's going to be done. So, although I guess I have to drive through Omaha. I'm like on the other side of it, so I guess we'll see. But either way, it's going to be a pretty short trip. There's a cool little creek that we're passing by, and now we are back into the part of Nebraska that is just flat nothingness. And if you saw my last video, you would know that we actually got to see some hills and trees and stuff like that, and it was quite a nice change of pace from the rest of Nebraska, which is more like this, where it's just flat farmland, which again, I don't mind too much, but it's always nice to get a break from it after you have been driving in it for a while. So that was a nice little break, but we're back to the flatness. It's also hard to enjoy the flatness too much in this game, just because you can see stuff rendering in the distance. Kind of, you know, breaks the realism of the game a bit, and I'm not a huge fan of that, but I mean, you can only do so much. They obviously have to optimize this game for not just the best of the best PCs. It's got to be able to be played on older PCs and stuff like that, so I get it, but I do wish that was something that we could change, is the render distance. Although maybe we can, and I've already got it like maxed out, or maybe you can change it with a mod. Maybe it's something you have to do in the config files or something like that. I'm sure that's probably the case, actually, now that I say it out loud. So hey, if somebody knows a video on how to do that or knows how to do that, let me know. I would love to change that and make it so that stuff's not rendering in where I can see it. I'd like for it to just be how it is, because my PC is, I'm like not even close to using up my max processing power, so be nice to up that a bit. Another river. Nebraska seems like the state of many rivers. I feel like on all of these trips that I've done for cruising Nebraska, I've crossed over like dozens of rivers. I mean, way more than I've crossed over in any other state. Seems pretty crazy. Rivers or creeks or like some sorts of body of water. Passed over so many here. We're gonna go ahead and let's go into the outside view for a little bit and get a good view of this beautiful truck. This is very quickly become one of my favorite trucks in the game, and it's only because of the like customization DLC, the tuning pack as they call it. Oh, I guess I should make sure I don't need to exit. Okay, yeah, don't need to exit yet. I mean, that literally took this truck from being one that I never drove to now I drive it nonstop. Like when the tuning pack came out, I bought this truck brand new, and now I've got 7,000 miles on it. And if you look through the rest of my trucks in my fleet, I don't think any of them have more than like 5,000. So I guess I could be wrong. I guess that's not something I really pay too much attention to, but I definitely feel like I don't drive other trucks anywhere near as much as this. I usually like sell them off before I drive them this far, but man, I just absolutely love this truck. And especially like now that I'm learning manual, like the sound of this truck is just, it's great. I just love this truck so much. So I am very, very happy with it and love looking at it. And again, I try to play from the interior view as much as I can, but man, this truck makes it hard. This truck makes me want to just go into the outside view and just stare at the truck all day, you know. And especially like listen to the Jakes. They're so good. Alright, we are getting off the freeway here, which obviously means that we are almost to our destination. I think it's literally just around the corner. Yep, 11 miles, which in American Truck Simulator is just around the corner. So we are almost there, and I believe we're delivering to a Union Pacific yard. Gotta remember I'm going uphill a little bit, or at least the trailer is. And I didn't stall, so that's okay. Yep, AI just is on something today. I definitely had a green light there, and that guy just decided, you know what, the lights don't affect me, I'm just gonna go through it. Man, this is crazy. Like, lately, the AI seems like it's gotten a lot better. Again, I've talked about this in a previous video as well. I don't know if they updated the AI or not, but they had been seeming like they were a lot better. They were improved in some way or another. But man, today I am not impressed. They seem to just be doing everything wrong today. And maybe that's for the sake of realism, because let's be real here, people in real life drive just as bad and run red lights and pull out in front of you to get T-boned and all this other kind of stuff. But man, I don't know. This is crazy. Like, I think of all the other 11 deliveries that I've done for Cruising Nebraska, I've had like maybe one other like close call with an AI doing something weird. But today we've had, what is that now? Four situations with the AI that was crazy. So, man, I don't know what's going on today, but either way, I think we're finally out of the area that the AI has access to. So, hopefully now we're safe. But I don't know, I don't want to jinx it, because apparently I already jinxed it earlier. But yeah, I definitely think we're out of AI territory, so that's good. Alright, we gotta cross the train tracks here. Doesn't look like there's anything coming. I remembered to split down that time, so that's good. They must have added a new train company, essentially, because I have a mod that replaces the liveries with realistic liveries, but I guess since these ones just got added recently, that mod has not updated these yet to be something else. So it says that this is a Union Pacific yard, but obviously those are some sort of American Truck Simulator liveries. And let's see where we're delivering to. We are delivering to right there. So that should mean, yep, we can loop around, and then we will have a driver's side back. However, it still looks like it's going to be pretty tight. So we've got that yard dog there, and then we've got the train cars there. So this might be kind of interesting. I guess we're going to find out. Alright, speed limit through here is 15 miles an hour, so we'll go ahead and keep that speed limit, so that way we don't get kicked out and never be able to come back. Not that I think this place would actually care. Like in real life, like at our warehouse, truckers come flying in there. The speed limit in the back is like 5 miles an hour. They'll go like 15, 20, and I see the same truckers every day. So I don't think people actually, like yard security people, actually care too much. Alright, let's see if we can get ourselves set up here pretty good. So that way, hopefully this isn't as difficult as I'm worried it will be. I think like right this direction is going to be a good setup. Gives me a little bit of room off to my passenger side, while also still giving me plenty of room to work with going this direction as well. Alright, and we're probably good to start getting it jacked this way. And I think we're clear of the yard dog, I hope. Now I gotta jack it a little more. And then start getting under it here probably. And then I think we're probably gonna have to do a pull-up just to get it straightened out so that we don't hit the container with the back of the truck. So we'll go ahead and do that now. And then we should be good to go on just one more back. Yeah, that seems pretty good to me. We're a little far from this trailer on our driver's side, but I still think we're gonna be okay. Let's see, does the game like that? The game likes that. All right, that was a nice, much easier back than I thought it would be. So that is sweet. And we'll go ahead and get the truck turned off. And that is going to do it for today's video. I know it was a little bit shorter one. Oh, I guess not. I guess that was, I mean, I'm sure I'm going to cut quite a bit out, but that was like a 30-minute recording session. So not anywhere near as short as I thought it was. So either way, if you've made it this far, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to comment but don't know what to comment, like you want to support the channel but don't know what to comment, just comment the word. Let's just comment Kenworth, since that's what we drove today. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully, I will see you in the next one. Peace. Oh, and actually, I forgot to tell you guys if that was the last one or not. And it was not, so I guess you are going to get a few more Cruising Nebraska videos while I try to figure out what the actual last city that I need is. So we're not done with Cruising Nebraska just yet. So you guys got at least one extra video, and maybe you'll get more. But again, thank you for watching. Peace out.